Hello there, I'm Aldrahill, and I am hungry. No, not that hungry. Instead, I'm feeling a bit like some eggs. So why don't we crack open an egg and feast on the Tartar Yoke with maybe a side of tartar sauce? Okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop. But really today, we're going to be playing as the Great Horde and utilizing the frankly OP Tartar Yoke to achieve our dreams of a unified Golden Horde and get the Gold Rush achievement, as well as showing you just how OP this Horde can be. Also, stick around until the end of the video to see me make the dumbest realization in my entire EU4 career, causing me to need to re-record almost every single part of this. So that's fun. Finally, since only a small percentage of my viewers actually sub to the channel, and I like pretending to be Dream, you should subscribe to take part in raiding the filthy Muscovite lands. And like the video because it's not only good for the algorithm, but it's the Tartary thing to do. Alright, here we are. The leftover remnants of the failed Mongolian Khanate. Sad, isn't it? However, the Great Horde is in a really great position to reclaim its former majesty and expand in every direction just as long as I don't get hugboxed. Just like me, the Great Horde has a Patreon in the form of the Tartar Yoke, a unique modifier in Sarai, but the problem is the Muscovites basically always decline it, so we need to show them who's boss. We start with a terrible Khan and a terrible heir, but we can sort that out no problem. However, the very first thing we're going to do is not rival anybody, because if we rival anybody, they're all going to ally each other. Crimea, Nogai, and Kazan all want us to completely collapse, so we need to not upset anybody. Just yet. We're going to grab all of our little Horde estates. I want to be able to raise hosts and get free troops and generals, but also not have them rebel and destroy me once they hit 100%. It's a fine balance. Also, we're going to click Redistribute Horde Authority because it auto-completes the estate agenda, so you just get the rewards for free. It's a surprisingly strong opening move. I was hoping to also get a Trader and Inflation Reduction Advisor because you get that really insane event that gives you like 400 monarch points, but oh well, not this time. And here's our actual goal, which is to reform the Golden Horde. We need quite a lot of provinces, and the achievement says we have to do it before 1500. However, I'm operating under a different assumption, which I will get into later, and this might explain why I appear to be playing a bit frantically. That's later though. In the meantime, we're going to hire a mercenary group, basically just for a good general. I want to be able to siege quickly, and we're going to get going. Right, it's the 11th of December, and I think we got pretty lucky. Crimea and Nogai are allied, and that's it. No one else. This is great for us because we're going to attack Nogai, call in Crimea fully, and then completely annex them. We want to eat Crimea really quick because otherwise they become under the Ottoman hegemony. Nogai is really key as well because it has two very interesting provinces. The first is Shekti, which is a core of Kazakh with Kazakh culture. Kazakh has 1 billion cores on Uzbek. The other one is Chablaya, which has Bashkir culture, and Sibir. Again, 1 billion cores on Uzbek. This is going to mean later we can return cores on Uzbek and get so many provinces without having to pay any admin points for them. Now we know who we're attacking, we will set our rivals to Nogai and Crimea, but also Lithuania, because if they fall under the PU, we get free power projection. It's a good tip. We'll quickly disinherit our heir, and I think that's it for opening moves. Let's get going with the kerfuffle. Okay, this is great. I've managed to trick the AI Nogai army, oh that's a hard thing to say, into going into the Yake province. This means I can just sort of all combine on him, and maybe we can get a stack wipe. Alright, no stack wipe, but a very nice victory, and this means we can sort of jump onto the Crimean army and maybe try to defeat them. Yes, look at that. A full-on stack wipe. Let's go. Now we can work on just full sieging them, and look at that. Muscovy refusing to pay their tribute. It's sadly just not worth it, because I have to lose mill power and manpower just for like a little bit of ducats, so we'll come back for them later. Oh look, everyone's copying my idea. Uzbek is now attacking Nogai as well. Luckily we've got them full sieged. We're sitting at 100%, but we still have to finish Crimea before we can piece everything out. So why don't we jump onto Ryazan as well? This is a lot of conflicts, yes, but we do need to be quick. Also, if we ignore them, Muscovy will just take them, so we might as well take them for ourselves. Also, yes, an actually good heir. Finally. You just know I'm going to name him after a patron, of course. And as if to congratulate our new heir, we have finally taken Crimea. We will full annex them. We will raise every single bit we take. And here's the Nogai truce. We're going to basically make a little circle around the internal Nogai lands. We're going to take everything we can, including the land we need for our mission, but also those two provinces on the right that I can release as soon as I'm at peace. Unfortunately, that's going to take ages because even though Ryazan is fully sieged, we can't get to their ally Tivir, so we just have to stay this war until Muscovy will annihilate them. So why don't we move on onto Circassia. You might think this is too much expansion, but these guys are actually orthodox, and aggressive expansion scales on countries based on shared religions, so the Ottomans and other Muslim powers around me won't care if I destroy these guys. Also, I didn't realize it, but I accidentally got Theodora as a tributary because I full annexed Crimea. That's kind of bad because I want to take them, but it also gives me this really cool event giving me tech cost reduction and spread. That's like really good. Right, finally Muscovy has destroyed Tver, which means we can annex Ryazan, raise them, and annex Circassia and raise them. This tiny bit of peace allows us to try and dev push for feudalism, because that's right, we don't have feudalism. We're a tribe, remember? We're going to upgrade our market town in our capital, we're going to pass the dev cost edict, we're just going to do everything we can and pump it full of dev, and it's not enough. I didn't count right. Yeah, okay. Well, we're almost at feudalism, we'll come back to this. We're also going to release our 2 new vassals. Plus, we have so much crown land now, we can actually sail titles and seize land, which is always fun. However, my worst fears have arrived and we are starting to get hug-boxed. Kazan has allied both Uzbek and Chagatai, so we'd be fighting way too many people. Not gonna lie, I'm scared, so I guess we'll just like finish beating up Theodora and also finally accept feudalism. Okay, I can't wait any longer. I have to do something. I'm running on a time limit, or so I think. I've got to go, I've got to attack someone, so let's get ready to hit Kazan. And no joke, look what's happened. Just as I'm getting ready to attack them, Kazan changes their rivals and breaks their alliance with Uzbek. So now they're just allied to Chagatai. This is so much easier. I can absolutely do this. I was literally 1 month away from making a mistake. Easy fights, easy stag wipes. Unfortunately, Uzbek still wants to help and loans their army to Kazan, so we still have to fight them, but it's okay. It's a little bit easier than them being all together. Right, that was very easy, except we can't peace out because Chagatai's all the way over there and I can't get there. So I've got nothing else to do, I've got all my armies ready, why don't we just actually attack Uzbek in a separate war? They're allied to Chagatai too, but Chagatai won't join because they're already fighting me. So let's just go. We're going to go for an entirely return core for our vassals and gobble up Uzbek. We've got a really nice 4 siege mercenary general, so we are really strong. We can get a bunch of easy sieges, but the problem is there are now a ton of different, like, small armies that might help each other and might not, because there's, like, different alliance chains, so we have to actually be kind of careful. Okay, I feel like this is taking me a literal hour. I've been, like, microing like crazy, but look, I've got all of their little troops into Naran. Ah, and it wasn't even a stack wipe. Come on. All right, it's time for the peace deal. We're going to return 100% of Sibir's provinces to Sibir, and plenty to Kazakh as well. People familiar with the Great Horde, or EU4 experts, might notice I've just made a absolutely massive mistake here. Can you guess what it is? Pause the video and comment below if you figure it out, because I didn't. However, while we've been waiting, Kazan has also been declared on by Muscovy, so what we're going to do is we're going to take from Kazan every single province that borders Muscovy and Perm, as well as the gold province on the right, meaning that they won't be able to take them or annex them at all, so I can save them for myself later. As we raise and core them, I noticed that Genoa is also free. Austria will no longer protect them because we've had the Shadow Kingdom event, so I'm going to attack them. Easy to win, but it's a show superiority CB. I didn't do a conquest claim, so what does that mean? It means that I don't get any taking a war score. I'm going to be in this war for like a decade. I've got basically little to do. I'm just annexing Sibir and just chilling. Why not finally punish the Muscovites for their transgressions? And look, they just attacked the Livonian Order, so their armies are going to be in the west. This is the absolute perfect time. Also, our heir has finally come of age. This means we can put our Khan as a general and hopefully try to shuffle off his mortal coil so I can get my better heir in charge. Okay, the Muscovites just seem to be ignoring me. I've sieged about a third of their country. I've got the capital. This is going real well. Okay, I think the AI has actually just struggled here because they've been so busy trying to siege down the Livonian Order. They've sent like 1 army east, but I chased it down, beat it up, did it again, and I've just been able to grab sieges. I have to wait for the Livonian Order to get pieced out because they've actually occupied everything, but look at that. We've got Muscovy completely sieged, pretty much. However, we have to figure out what provinces we actually need, because it's like a really particular set of provinces for the decision. The shape of the provinces I'm taking is kind of like a guy holding a torch, maybe? I don't know, it's a little weird. Of course, because now I'm looking at the requirements, what do you know, I figure out my dumb mistake. I needed to take 2 other provinces from Uzbek, including their capital, to be able to form the Golden Horde. And I am in a very long truce with them. So, whoopsie, it is here where I will tell you my fatal mistake. I misread the achievement. The whole premise of this video was I totally conflated the Gold Rush achievement with Mehmet's Ambition achievement. The latter is the really hard Ottoman achievement where you have to conquer like half of Europe, before 1500. I thought I had to form the Mongol Empire before 1500 for the achievement. No, that's just a thing you can do at a later point. The achievement is just to form the Golden Horde. This is so dumb. I've been rushing this so quickly. I'm making such a fast Golden Horde formation because I think that's just incidental and that just gives me the claims I need to push east. I'm so dumb. This explains why I truce break to attack everything and try to gain the provinces necessary. I don't need to do this. This is a waste of everything. So dumb. Also, I can't just take all the provinces that I need really easily because they're not in coring range. I don't want to give them to vassals because to be able to form the Golden Horde, you have to own them as a core province specifically. So it's faster if I just seize land from my vassals, and that will give me the range necessary to be able to take the provinces I need. We might as well also full annex Kazan while we're here. We've paid the price for it already, why not? Genoa finally pieces out after absolutely years, and I'm just about to finish coring the provinces that I need when Transaxonia attacks my vassal Kazakh. I don't even get a thing for it. It doesn't even pause, it just happens. So I have to beat up Transaxonia because I have to be at peace to form the Golden Horde. Thanks a lot, Transaxonia. Right, easy kerfuffle, easy thing. Everything's cored. We can now form the Golden Horde. And that's when I realize how dumb I am. I get the Gold Rush achievement and I'm like, what? I'm sitting here planning out the next 10 hours of really micro-intensive gameplay, thinking how can I take all of northern China and Mongolia and Persia in only about 20 years? And I just get the achievement and I realize the folly of my ways. So, hooray, I formed the Golden Horde really quick, isn't that cool? This video obviously did not go the direction I intended, but I'm still gonna make this. I think I played pretty well, I think it's been a lot of fun, and I think you should play the Great Horde into Golden Horde as well. It's really strong, and I think it's actually a lot of fun because it feels really balanced and even. You can get hugbox, but you can really overcome some strong odds. It's a really good game. I'd love it if you let me know down below in the comments if you play it and if you've had a good time with it. Also let me know if I made any really glaring mistakes that you obviously could have done better. And finally, because I am very goal-oriented, if this video gets to 1500 likes, I will indeed make another video where I try and form the Mongol Khanate before 1500, recorded most likely on twitch.tv/Aldrahill. So if you want to see me struggle massively with a really difficult goal, you know what to do. Thank you so very much for watching. I was Aldrahill and I will continue to be, and this has been just me being a complete idiot, but having a lot of fun while doing it. Bye-bye.